Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. And it's time to rock a new outfit for Ambi-chan and... I forget my name. K-Wing, or I don't even know what his name is.
I don't think you have a name.
Nightwing, that's his name.
Whoa, you're Cyclops.
Master, この間話したことを覚えていますか?
No.
How can you not remember when we had the talk earlier? Weren't you paying attention to my character?
Nope.
それもあるんですが、理想の関係の話です。
Yeah, don't you remember when we were talking about
これから考え
that?
たんですが、私、マスターと理想の関係を目指してみたいのです。今はもうマスターとアファシスの関係がそれぞれ違ってることは分かってますよ。正解なんてどこにもないってことも、あの時も言いましたけど、マスターは最初は本当のニュービーだったのに、すごく努力してどんどん強くなって、
Noob.
優しいところとか楽しいところとか変わってない部分もあるけど、マスターがここに来て変わったところもやっぱりたくさんあると思うのです。そういうのを成長っていうのかなって思ったら、私も一緒に成長したくなりました。マスター、私マスターのことが大好きです。
What?
I like you.
私、嬉しいのです。
You just like me?
私も幸せだったのに、それよりも上があったなんて。マスター、これからも頑張りましょうね。変わらないこと、変わること、どちらも一緒に私たちの理想を目指して。
Okay, so Ambi-chan had some important things to say.
Some? She said that she loved you, you dolt.
Nah, whatever. Okay, so...
Robots have feelings too.
I did a bunch of grinding, and we have a new weapon. So I can't wait to show you guys my photon blade, which is pretty awesome.
My robot self-confessed love to you and you just...
Okay, so today we're gonna try to continue as much of the story as possible and take down more of the enemies in the sand realm, I think. And then we can go to the next area. We're almost to the halfway point of the game, I think, at least for the bad ending, but I'm not sure. Okay, here it is, the Photon Blade. Kirito isn't the only one who has an awesome saber now. Oh, I love this weapon. So what makes melee weapons different than the guns in this one is the melee ones actually have more power for, you know, up close and personal attacks. But at the same time, you can't really evade people's attacks. There is a way to actually knock away bullets coming at you with the sword, but I don't think I know how to do it. There might be a skill for it or something else, not really sure.
Up close and personal attacks, like what you did to Ambi-chan.
What?
By saying, I just like you.
Oh, I'm going after the childhood friend, so I mean, it's... yeah. As soon as I see an opening, because the childhood friend never gets any love. Like, there's very few animes where I can think of where the childhood friend actually, you know, ends up with the guy.
Fine.
At one point, I thought in an anime called Shuffle that the girl was going to end up with the guy. She was a childhood friend, but he fell in love with a girl from his class, I guess, who had green hair. I don't know. So, I mean, yeah, there's very few childhood friend things that I can think of that actually end up like with a romance. So for Ambi-chan and Nightwing, it's just not gonna happen. So because she's not real. So
I'm right here.
All right. Speaking of
Are you saying if I was a robot, you wouldn't love me?
If you became a robot,
Yeah.
I don't think I need to answer that question because that'd be kind of weird. So another problem with the sword is, unlike the gun, when enemies are above you and stuff like that, it's really hard to hit them. But you can see that the damage that I'm doing per slice of my sword is actually a lot. But getting these pesky guys that are up high is rather annoying.
Oh, you can switch between weapons.
Yeah, you can have 2 weapons on you at a time, and then later in the game you have the option of dual wielding, like 2 guns and a gun and a sword.
You look like you're wearing some kind of VR glasses or something.
These glasses that we're wearing, they help with experience points, so my character gains experience points faster.
You look so cool.
And my sword and my gun both have experience points in them.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we need to go... Let's see.
This is really nice music.
Yeah, it is. Alright, we need to go back to the sand place. We didn't need to go to the Old South yet. So again, all that exploring that we did in episode 13, where we found all the different locations, it comes in real handy now to fast travel to where we need to go.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh yeah, you're right, because we could just move right to where we needed to go.
Yep, it saves down on a lot of backtracking, like later on in the game.
Cool.
Now, of course, there are some areas in the game where you have to go through and fight sub-bosses and stuff like that. But again, the best way to gain levels is fighting player characters. But you can see the sword actually has a wide variety of like really cool abilities, mostly combos. The only problem I've noticed is when you fight like the big like demon characters and some of those giant robots, they'll actually move out of the way during the middle of one of your lengthy combos with your sword, so you hardly do any damage. But for the scragglers like the snipers and little monsters and stuff like that, the sword is very fast and efficient to like mow through your enemies pretty quickly. And you can see we do about 300 to 500 damage per swing, so it really takes down these bigger enemies pretty quick.
Yeah.
And it's fun. I love the photon blade. On my other save file, I actually have like a regular sword. It actually looks like a sword, not a lightsaber. And it does about 1,000 damage per swing.
Wow.
So this is kind of like a new sword that we just picked up, because this is not my grind file.
And it's a purple lightsaber.
Yep, well Kirito has a purple lightsaber too in this.
Oh.
This is basically a Kirito blade.
Cool. How much damage does this one do, or?
About 300 per swing.
Okay.
Critical hits, it does about 600 damage.
Whoa, so the one on your other save file is like
1,000 plus.
Whoa. It's crazy.
Yeah, my other sword is... It looks like a sword. It's a legendary.
Yeah.
And it has, like, plus, plus, plus. So it's really strong, yeah. Okay, so it took us a while to get here, but this is where we need to be for our next boss. And once we defeat all the bosses here, then we'll be able to progress the story. Should be able to. And our people are trying to help a little bit. So, after I complete a combo, I do have the ability to get, like, some type of critical hit with my sword. But
yeah,
this one's not all that strong yet. But there are enemies in the subway area and here that they can drop, like, sword parts for you. So you can make your sword stronger. In fact, how I made my sword stronger was mostly in the Old South and the forest area. But also changing the game's difficulty will, like, once you beat the game, increase the weapons that you can have. Kind of think of it like Monster Hunter, how you have, like, a base weapon for low rank, and then once you hit high rank, it increases the strength of the weapons.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, your character looks so cool.
I'm mainly wearing the visors purely for the experience. They're not that really strong. See what I mean by taking a lot of damage, though? Like where you can easily evade and stuff when you have the gun, so when you're first starting out with the sword, you're gonna see that happen a lot.
Ouch.
But since Ambi-chan is our healer, it's her job to come over here and wake us up.
And you don't see the childhood friend saving your life.
Childhood friend is backing up Ambi-chan right there. She has a missile launcher. Hey, I like who I like. I can't change what my heart wants. Can't go against, you know, my blood pumping muscle.
I'm gonna reprogram Ambi-chan to like somebody else then. She's gonna go assist another player.
She's too high maintenance. Literally, because she's not real. Okay.
Okay.
Amber's getting defensive over a robot, people.
It has my name! Alright.
Well, if I would have named the girl another name, he probably would have been annoyed, so...
Yes,
yeah.
you're right.
I can't win.
No, we can't.
But yeah, I haven't learned how to attack bullets yet, but once I do, I think that's for later in the game you're able to do that. You have to come to a certain point in the story, just like in order to dual wield weapons.
Yeah.
But these guys, they're only like level 25, so it's pretty easy to walk up to them and just slice away with your sword. But what's great about the sword too is, you know how you have to buy ammo for your other weapons? And I know this is going to sound like an oxymoron type of explanation, but the sword does a lot of damage, and you don't have to worry about paying money for ammunition with it. It always does the same amount of hit points, and you can increase its hit points through Elizabeth's shop to make it even stronger. So, it's a great weapon. Come on, Asuna, let me buy, thank you. And the reason why we have Asuna traveling with us today is because I want to increase her experience points and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Whoops!
Sure it is. You have 3 girls with you. Alright, whatever. It's fine. I'm sure you just want to increase her experience. It's fine.
She's got to be a better help with Kirito when, you know, right now she's kind of weak. What, I'm just saying.
Asuna's not weak.
She's only like a level 40 right now.
Why?
Hey, I don't know.
She's supposed to be so good.
Well, I mean, she didn't play GGO. She just kind of helped Kirito out. The only game that she really plays is in the Underworld, which is later.
Well, she was in that cool SAO movie, though.
Yep. Alright, so where are we going? Okay. I think it's this way. So, there are 2 bosses in this zone, I believe, but I don't remember which one we have to defeat. So, this one is kind of like more of a labyrinth than some of the other places, so I get lost here a lot because of the winding staircases and looking for the doors and stuff like that. It gets kind of confusing.
I'm so glad I don't have to go anywhere like this in real life. All the staircases look the same!
Yep. Alright, so let's look at our map. You are here. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops.
Whoa.
Yeah, because if you're going through an area that has a dead end, that means that you're going the wrong way, and more or less you're going to run into either a sub-monster or like some type of sub-quest character. Could be a player killer or something else. All good, but if you don't have the quest, it's basically like you did it for nothing.
Whoa. Okay.
Alright, so we found another chest. Oh, this is a trap room. Oh, trap room! Trap room!
What does that mean?
It means there are traps all over the floor and they kill you.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it's not super fun, happy time. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, that'll do a significant amount of damage to you if you manage to get hit by a trap.
Trap room.
You also have an ability to lay traps, but I haven't really needed to worry about that because I don't play the online mode. This is right.
Oh, that's cool that you can lay traps.
Yeah, I don't know if you can do it in single player, but online you can lay traps and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Oh. Okay, so just so we can get through this room relatively easier, I'm going to switch to our auto rifle, which this is my favorite gun, so I'm going to use it a lot. I don't know, it's just, it can be upgraded relatively easier early in the game, and some of the later weapons that you get, like the peacock and the shotgun and the missile launcher and stuff like that, they do a lot of damage, but they'll take way too long to upgrade. So you can get a lot of really great stats and rare weapons for machine guns and Uzis and swords and stuff like that. So those are the weapons that I would suggest going through. But see how good that combo is? Like, it just totally ace that monster. Ow. But when you're in the middle of a combo, they can actually interrupt your sword swings, so you don't do any damage. So that's kind of a downside to the sword, even though the sword is like so OP.
Yeah.
The sword is broken, but in a good way. It makes the game fun because as a Sword Art Online fan, you want to be able to go in with a sword, run at your enemies, and hack them to bits. Because it's just...
because you feel like Kirito!
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's called Sword Art Online for a reason.
Yeah,
so.
Sword Art Online, exactly. Not Gun Art Online.
Well, the Gun Gale art,
Yeah.
or whatever, has just guns, and then Kirito was lucky enough to get a saber that everybody was like, oh, lightsaber's lame. And he was able to become, like, top rank.
But he rocked it.
Yeah. Well, he paired it with a gun, and, you know, he was able to utilize both. But when he goes to the next game, after GGO, like the Underworld thing, it's another sword and magic, you know, life or death type scenario.
It's so funny watching the video that we saw with Kirito because it's like he's so good at games, but then when he had to swing it in real life and use his actual real muscles, he was like saying how tired he was. He wasn't, because he's kind of like small and wiry in real life.
Well, in real life, he's actually a swordsman, though. That's what's funny. He has a whole dojo with he and his family.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And he's a very accomplished swordsman. His sister is actually, I think she's supposed to be the better swordsman in real life, and he surpassed her in the video game. I don't really remember.
Oh, that might be it, yeah. Yeah, that sounds like probably right.
It's possible. I don't really remember, though. But yeah, augmented reality is different than virtual reality, so augmented is, you know, real life with stuff.
I
and
hang
then
out in
VR
augmented
is-
reality all the time. No, I don't.
But I mean, he spent like 2 or 3 years of his life in VR, so it's not something that he can just shake off and be like, all right, I'm ready for the next big thing. It's like, no, it's, you know, it's the difference between console gamers and portable gamers, or portable gamers and VR gamers, and PC gamers. Everybody has their preference. Kirito's preference is VR. Well, bye! Dusted! Alright, this is a really long area. Bye-bye. It dices. It slices. Wait, did I get the kill, or... I think she stole my kill.
She stole your kill!
That's not cool.
Not cool.
Oh yeah, and shooting right in the middle where its eye is gives you all that red damage right there,
Cool.
which takes out the enemy much faster. Because, I mean, you can use the auto-aim to your heart's content, but you want to try to deliver as much damage as possible.
Yeah.
Try not to distract me too much.
Sorry.
Okay, so... Right.
Yeah, Zelda, try not to distract Luke too much.
See how it's like right in the middle of its eye? Usually you can tell where the weakness of the enemy is when it's a different color than the rest of the monster. So you just have to aim for that.
Okay.
Alright, something's not right here. This should be... Oh, there's still more enemies. Never mind. I was gonna say, see how there's a red light on that door? When we defeat all the enemies in this area, then the door will open and we can, you know, leave.
Oh, you fell off.
Yeah, I don't really care about that. I need to find the enemies, or we're gonna be stuck in here for... This is what makes dungeons take a lot longer midway through the game, is you have to make sure that you wipe out all the enemies, or they're not gonna let you leave. And these enemies, they can hide on walls and do all kinds of stuff that's gonna make it difficult to find them.
I don't even see any.
They're on our radar. You can see, like, the little red dots, but you can't see them.
Oh, yeah.
So that means they could be up on ledges, they could be hiding behind staircases.
Oh, yeah, you're really close to a dot.
Yeah, see how I'm close to a dot, but I can't see them?
Weird.
But sometimes when you get really close to them, they'll come out of hiding to try to attack you. So, like, I hear him, but I don't see him. There he is.
There he is.
That's another one. It's still not enough yet. Because the door is still locked. That's annoying. No idea what you just said, Asuna, but you're doing good.
She said you look cute in your new outfit.
No, I don't think she said that.
Yeah, she did.
No, because Kirito would be, like, totally ticked with her.
Oh, Asuna. Never mind. Forget it.
I can't say the childhood friend's name. It starts with a K.
Kene. Oh, I have to read it when it's closer to me.
So, found a treasure chest. But because we didn't find the subquest, then we didn't complete the treasure chest thing. Are you going up there to read the screen?
Yeah.
It's a unique girl's name. If you guys have an easy way to pronounce the name, let us know in the comment section below.
It's like Kureha?
Yeah, that doesn't sound very girly.
Kureha.
Lightsaber!
No, she doesn't have a very good name. You should date
Broken
Asuna
sword.
instead.
No. I'm not going to take another guy's girl. They've been through a lot together. The fact that they could... That's what I don't like about, like, non-Asuna and Kirito shippers. It's like, Asuna and Kirito have been through some of the most traumatic stuff in Sword Art Online. They deserve each other.
They're meant to be.
Yeah, you don't just break them up. I mean, they suffered, like, extreme trauma, like, more than any of the other SAO players. Like, it's not something that... That's why it's the greatest love story in anime today. Is because, you know, they literally died for each other, like Romeo and Juliet style. But they, you know, the game saved their souls or something, and they were able to both come back, kind of. That's really hard-hitting romance stuff, but...
The feels.
The artist and the writer, I guess they just didn't know how to go on after that. It's like, what do you do after that? So it's like the rest of the show became filler.
They could make real life a living nightmare for them. They kind of did at first, but then it was just like, well, we don't want to make it too terrible.
Well, I mean, the author was able to actually limit a lot of the hate that he received from Kirito and Asuna fans because he didn't really do anything to progress their relationship in the Underworld arc, which really alienated people because they introduced a new girl for Kirito named Alice. And basically did the same thing that Kirito and Asuna went through, like a death game. But then it turns out that Alice is just like a Yui. She's an AI thing.
Oh, that's probably good.
Yeah. But then after that whole stuff, he was basically like, you know what? I'm just going to be honest with you guys and gals. I love Kirito and Asuna together. They are like the ultimate couple. But... I'm not going to get them married until I'm done with the series. And he says, I still have more of their story to say, and the ending, the happy ending, will be them getting married. But he, you know, so as soon as you see the wedding, you know that they're done with Sword Art Online.
Well, I mean, you can't put them through too much, because they're going to, like, die of stress.
Well, technically, Kirito is a vegetable in the Underworld arc. Like, he is attached to a machine that has his soul or something, and Asuna's there holding his hand for a little while, and then she like dives into the machine too to try to save him and becomes like kind of like this goddess character, like super OP, like trying to protect him, and he loses his memories of her. They're like in fragments. It's kind of like what Warnell Scale was about, except like more extreme in terms of the memory loss. Like he didn't even know that he was from Earth. Like he thought he was in this kingdom for the longest time. So I'm not too excited about the third season of Sword Art Online because Kirito and Asuna, they're happy and engaged for like a little bit, and then one of those laughing coffin members appears and Oblast basically kills Kirito. He stabs him with like this needle-like weapon that injects him with like this neuro like killer, and Asuna gets Kirito in the hospital, but then the Japanese government takes him out, and it says the only way he can survive is by full diving his soul into like some type of machine, and Asuna needs to find where he is. So there's kind of like the video game inside arc, and then there's Asuna trying to find where Kirito is. So like VR and real world, and Asuna's the star of the real world stuff, Kirito's the star of the VR. Which is interesting.
Yeah.
But they said that they're going to do another movie after the arc thing, which will probably be them getting married. And the end of everything.
It's just the beginning for them, but...
I know, but it would be... I mean, it's been going on a long time.
It would be the end of people knowing what happens to them.
But what's his name? The author, he didn't want to end SAO yet, so after he finished the Underworld story, he went and he did Sword Art Online Progressive, which is basically telling a story of all the different floors of Ironcrad, instead of like jumping around like they did in the anime.
Oh, wow.
There we go. See? A treasure quest has been completed.
Cool.
So when you go to the subquest stuff and you select like the different treasure things, you get more bonuses than just randomly discovering these chests.
Yeah.
So it's always a good idea to go back to those PvP rooms and do that stuff.
Well, I don't know why I'm thinking this, but it would be cute when they did get married. I don't know if this would bring bad memories for them, but it'd be cute if they could make a little replica of their house that they were married in the game, like in real life or something. That might bring up bad memories, though, but...
They are living in their house. Their house from Sword Art Online, they've been living in an ALO for like 2 years.
No, if they created it in real life.
Oh. Well, I mean, Asuna is like super rich, so I mean, it's possible.
I thought their house was like a really small log cabin thing.
It's not a small log cabin, it's massive.
In the game?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep. They combined both their salaries in order to buy it. It was very expensive in the game. And they lived there for like 2 years together, something like that.
Oh, wow.
And then they live in it. They transferred the house over into ALO using that one thing that Kirito got. Alright, this boss is fun. If you are under level, you will have a hard time with this one, but I am so broken and OP that this angel boss isn't going to be that difficult. Some of the great things that you can do for fighting this boss is hide behind cover, because he can't hit you. So just like right in this area, and you should have no problems. And have a healer with you. Like you can change your AI options so that they'll come and assist you. So you can just set them to heal or, you know, supportive roles. Right now I have them set to just attack anything or do whatever they want. But yeah, he drops like these crazy bombs that you can see just obliterate the area, and I don't know if they're one-hit kills because I've never really fought this guy under level, but I've seen some people struggle fighting the angel under level.
Yeah.
I'm at least like 10 or 15 levels above him, so...
Whoa.
Yeah, piece of cake. And I'm also using buff abilities, but see right there how everything explodes with lightning?
Yeah.
It's a nasty move.
Whoa, you're not near any cover.
Yeah, no, I just kind of want to whittle this guy down quicker, and we're going to use some buff abilities right there to increase our attack power. There we go. As long as you're constantly moving, too, I mean, you won't get hit, but see the difference from when I was actually taking cover? We're not doing any red damage to him. Which, I mean, yeah, we're whittling him away a little bit faster by being closer, but at the same time, he's going to take longer to kill this way. So I'm going to get in a position where I can shoot him like I was before.
Yeah.
And we're going to add another buff ability. There we go. See? See all that red damage? Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, definitely.
Taking Mr. Angel down.
Whoa.
And he has like these little bodyguard things, but
yeah,
they ain't no thing.
This reminds me of some kind of anime sci-fi thing, but I can't think of what it is.
SAO?
Maybe.
There's a lot of sci-fi elements in SAO. Okay. So his eye is like right there. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Watch out for that laser. Almost done. Okay, now we're gonna do another buff ability where I'm kneeling like this. It increases my attack power even more.
Cool.
So, let me get the final hit. No, he didn't get it. Somebody with a sniper beat him. Ah, less experience for me. No.
No.
That's alright. I only grind fighting players anyway, so it's not that big a deal. But still, it's like, oh, I wanted the final kill. And the fact that they dropped that orb down there, I can't go down there without dying. So that means I'm not going to get that item drop that monster did. Because remember, you get really good rare drops from monsters. And now we're not going to get anything.
Yeah.
So, thanks, Asuna. That's totally Asuna. Because she had a sniper rifle. Oh, boy. Come on, Asuna, join the rest of the team. Thank you. Is there anything else I can get here? If not, I can totally leave.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm just kind of looking around. Right. I think there's something over here.
I was looking around too. It's just...
Oh yeah, this is what we need to do. So, we activated another fast travel point, so when we come back here later off camera, we can take care of the sub-monsters that are going to be in this area to complete quests, get some mad money,
cool,
and some other stuff.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing you can really use your money for is to buy that bathing suit that's like $1 million. It's just for the sake of owning it. I mean, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It's no cool abilities or anything.
You kind of look like your teenager self in this, because you always used to wear glasses when you were a teenager, and you had
You mean those weird sun visor things?
Yeah, and you had much blonder hair.
I did. I didn't carry around guns, though, or wore a lot of trench coats, so...
I was thinking of what that coat would look like on you in real life.
What, that military one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of like a military uniform that I'm wearing, like in this. Something like that. Okay, so... trying to think what happens now. So we defeated the angel. We should be able to go to the next area. Or if we go back to our house, there's going to be tons of dialogue. Not really sure. Because, I mean, the dialogue you can't help. I mean, you have to go through it to watch the story, but I've seen a lot of YouTubers that have been skipping it, and people get so annoyed because it's like, I can't...
It's part of the game.
Yeah, I don't know what the story is.
Part of the story.
Okay, so there's one more boss in the Sands area.
I mean, I don't blame them for... I can understand why they're skipping it.
Oh, it's boring.
At the same time, it's like, yeah, people like to see it. You might as well just film it just in case, and if people really don't want to watch it, they can skip a couple episodes or whatever.
See, I mean, this is why the whole point of fighting the monsters and stuff, it's not really worth it. You want to keep doing the player killing while you still can, because that's the fastest way to earn levels, and you can do it anytime during the game.
Well, I mean, to fight those bosses without being, leveled up would be just a crazy...
Well, that angel boss was level 33, so I was only like a level 38 when I fought him. I thought I was much stronger than that. So, I'm gonna need to do some grinding. That's gonna have to happen. But anyway, guys and gals, that does it for this episode of Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch. Join us next time as we progress more of the story and maybe get to some more action. Until then, God bless and happy gaming.
See ya!